Hiya, welcome to another fingernail fixer video. In this one I've had lots of requests for the winter camo that's on my nails, so I'm going to walk you through. This is done with CND Vinylux. I've done 2 thin coats of Cityscape on all of the nails. Then we're going to come in and I'm going to work from the lightest color up to the darkest. So I'm going to start with Studio White. The trick to doing a design like camo is you're going to have to put your OCD in your pocket. The harder you try to make this design precise and perfect, the less awesome it's going to look. Take a medium stylus, marbling tool, dotting tool, whatever you want to call it. It's basically a little metal ball on the end of a little metal stick. And literally just tap some random little shapes all over the nail. You can make them kind of look like worms, you can kind of make them look like shapes, you can kind of make it look like a blob. Just really leave the OCD in your pocket. It cannot come out to play for this design, and have at it. Just getting a little bit of that Studio White all over the nail. And you'll notice it picks up some of the gray from the Cityscape because it's such a light, semi-sheer color. The next color we're going to use is Cream Puff. This one has already been done ahead, so the Studio White is nice and dry. We'll just tuck those out of the way. I'm going to do the same thing with the Cream Puff that we've done with the Studio White. Just take that medium-sized stylus and make random shapes. Some of them you can touch up against the Studio White. Some of them you can make go through some of the Studio White. And some of them you can just have completely away from the Studio White. Again, random, random, random. Leave the OCD in your pocket until you finish this design or you're not going to like it. Once you have done some splotches on all 5 fingers with the Cream Puff, we're going to go in with Asphalt. We're just graduating up to the darkest color from the lightest, using the very lightest color as the base layer on the nail itself. This one has the Studio White and the Cream Puff already dry. So I'm just going to grab some Asphalt and place it randomly. And again, notice I'm kind of tapping with my stylus. This helps keep the shape really irregular so that it doesn't have clean, smooth lines. If you get clean, smooth lines, you lose the look of the camo. It starts to look like a bunch of odd, precise shapes that don't make any sense. So really just give it some randomness. And again, you can go through your previous colors in some places and completely avoid them in others. The final color that I'm going to add to the mix is Black Pool. And the Vinylux dries super quickly, so you want to go through and do all one color before you get out the next color to work with, and come back through and do all the next color all at once. On this one, the Studio White, Cream Puff, and Asphalt were already dry, so I'm just going in and accenting that with the Black Pool. Going through those colors in some places, avoiding them in others, so that it's really just a nice funky mix of the colors all over the place. Blobs, little wormy looking lines, little funny C shapes, really, really random. I'm just kind of looking it over to make sure I've got a good balance of light and dark. There's not really a spot that kind of jumps out as neglected. So a little spot down here, I'm just going to add a touch of black. And that balanced everything out. Once you have those applied, I would give it about an extra minute to dry, especially since it goes on so quickly and easily. Just giving it a quick extra minute to dry makes it less likely that you'll smear any of it with the top coat. Gonna come in with the Vinylux top coat and just do a nice thin layer to seal in all those colors. And you can see it slightly softens the lines of all your shapes and just makes everything look nice and smooth and blends it all together for that awesome camo look. So this is your finished result. Have fun with winter camo.